Hey, Joe, thanks for calling in again, man.
Hey, yeah, sorry about that. My brother got out of hand again.
It's okay. It's okay. If all you gotta do is shout, "No, Nick, don't come near me," and we'll end the call. Don't worry.
All right, it's all good. I actually wanted to talk about the fact that like most game companies are actually somehow like messing up, like fucking up, and accidentally like leaking like stuff online. For instance, like Amazon, or for instance, like Bethesda accidentally leaking PS4 and Xbox One on their website. And the fact that this like kind of seems like a new thing that most game companies are going with. They're pretty much following up in like other people's footsteps. Like I've started noticing like more and more leaks are coming out, and I'm starting to think they're not leaks. I'm starting to think they're actually intentional.
Right. That's a part of it. I think that sometimes it is intentional. I agree with that. I think another part of it is that you got insiders. Like supposedly IGN has pretty much implied that they have insiders at Sony that they use. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people, maybe this is kind of completely ridiculous, some people think that the whole Last Guardian cancellation rumor was fed by Sony to the entire group trying to drown out the mole. Right. So, because IGN really does imply that they have insiders. So it's really tough to control leaks in in this world where the internet is such a big deal, and you're going to continue seeing more and more.
And another thing, I've heard rumors that Capcom is selling out.
I've heard that as well, and some people are kind of debating on who they want to buy Capcom. Right now, I don't think it's like a for sure thing. I would okay, let's talk about this. This is an interesting thing. Joe, how about you? If Capcom were to be bought out, who would you want to buy them of the big three? Nintendo, Microsoft, or Sony?
Wow, that is actually a big question there. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I would rather go with Sony, not because I own a PS4 and I'm a PS4 fanboy, but it seems more right for the picking that that Sony. It seems like something that Sony would buy.
Yeah, because Resident Evil, for instance, was such a strong PlayStation franchise.
It was a PlayStation exclusive, yeah.
Yeah, and not only that, I mean, this isn't really like a personal thing, but it's Japan. I mean, Capcom is a Japanese developer.
Yeah, exactly.
And Xbox does not do well in Japan. And maybe Xbox would try to buy them out because they want to become more attractive in Japan. That could happen. But I feel like Capcom would be smarter to take Sony.
I don't think that would help anyways, because for instance, their Destiny isn't it's exclusive only for PlayStation in Japan.
Right.
So I don't really think that would help.
Yeah, I actually feel like I would want Capcom to be bought by, and I know I'm going to get slapped for this, Nintendo.
I knew you would say Nintendo, yeah.
Just because I feel like that would bring back a lot of the great classic style games that Capcom was known for
that partially,
and succeeded with.
Yeah.
They succeeded with a lot of these games. They even had, look at Resident Evil 4.
Yeah.
Was exclusive.
Oh, that game was amazing.
Right, it's literally probably the best Resident Evil game that they made, and it was exclusive for GameCube for how long?
For a while, probably 2 years.
So
I'd say, yeah.
They did really well. On Nintendo, Mega Man is perfect for a Nintendo style system.
Yeah, I mean, if I were to kind of say the one that I really just wouldn't want to be involved, and I don't want to sound like a hater, but it would be Microsoft, just because I feel like they're the only ones that don't really make sense.
I think they would abuse the properties. I think they were trying to make Mega Man, like look at Mega Man the Bomber or whatever that one game they're trying to make.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that. I feel like that would be the norm.
Yeah. So I'm with you on that one, Joe. Either Sony or Nintendo would probably be the strong choices, but right now I don't think this is a for sure thing. We'll hear more about it moving forward, and if something comes out, we'll be the first.
That's actually another thing. I feel Nintendo's pretty much being hated on is because, well, one, they do too much with Mario. There's they really have to make some new IPs and new games, but the main reason why I think not many people buy the Wii U is because, well, the controller.
Yeah, definitely. It's a barrier for sure.
What sucks about that is I actually like the controller.
No, I don't mind the controller. It's a cool idea behind it, but it's a very expensive controller, which is driving up the production cost of the system. Right. And it's a controller that you only buy one of with the system, and if you want to buy another one, you can't, right? I don't think
God forbid you have to get another, you break yours.
Yeah. And so many games really aren't utilizing the features of the controller to its maximum potential. It just really isn't being utilized to the point where I actually predicted that possibly Nintendo would unbundle the Wii U controller from the system and just include the Pro controller. I almost think that if they could bring it down to $200 and get rid of that Wii pad and just go for the hardcore gamer, the core gamer with a pro controller,
Exactly.
I feel like they might actually do pretty well.
If they were to bring back Super Mario Sunshine, or maybe like make a sequel to Super Mario Sunshine,
Yeah.
I think that would probably drive up sales, because that was like one of my favorite games on the
Yeah, it's
GameCube.
A lot of people hate that game. I love it. I've
Yeah.
been trying to. I keep almost buying a GameCube just to play that game again.
Yeah, definitely. Joe, man, thanks so much for calling in again.
Yeah, no problem. I'll call anytime you guys are on.
You can call whatever you want, man.
As long as your brother's
As
not
long as
there.
my brother's not.
Yeah.